welcome to my channel. Wow, I had to, it's Monday morning, it's 58 degrees, and I had to turn on this live because I wanted to show the beauty of this, the foliage. I believe this is like the peak where I am living right now, and maybe peak up north. Maybe this week is about, the peak for the colors. And yeah, they're pretty nice. This morning was really nice. I have to start my live a little ways into the trip because there's a blank spot for the internet, so I can't get on and stay on right around where I live on my street. But it is gorgeous, and yeah, I see the sun coming through this morning. The colors are pretty nice. I heard it's not quite as vibrant this year, maybe because of the drought that we're kind of in right now. We are supposed to get some rain, I believe, on Wednesday. And I can remember this time of year having like rain every day, and then you don't get to enjoy the colors because it's raining, and then the rain makes all the leaves fall off the trees, and it can be kind of miserable. But this is a gorgeous morning, and I had to turn on my live camera to share this with you. So good morning, my name is Cindy. Thank you for coming to this video. Please give me a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. We are on our way to school and just kind of sharing the beautiful foliage this morning. It's really pretty in this area. Driving to work is, I don't really like driving per se. I'm, much rather be a passenger than the actual driver. But I do like the morning commute. It's kind of makes me happy to see all the colors, see the beauty in the trees. Like I said, it's not the greatest year for vibrant colors because of the drought, but it is really pretty still. I think there's still quite a bit of green. And what will happen is we will have the leaves falling off the trees, then we'll see a lot of green but bare limbs. So today we are headed to school. It's October 6th. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm a teacher, and so I teach in person. I also do some tutoring online, and I'm also a mom of 13 kids. Thank you for coming to this video, and thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I also do some knitting. I do have some knitting videos on my channel. I have some crochet videos on my channel. One of my most watched videos is I put fur, how to put fur on a coat. That's my most watched video, and it really works. I really did it. And I had this coat that I had the fur on that I put it through the washing machine. I put it through the dryer, and the fur just got all matted down. And I'm like, I really like this coat. It's nice and warm. It has down. It's full of down jacket type of thing. And I just want to replace the fur. So I went on Amazon and I got a piece of the fur that goes on a coat, and I learned how to do it. And that was by, I got the fur, and it actually has buttons that you get, and you sew the buttons on your hood, and you have to measure them, so that they measure they meet up with the little loops on the fur. And then you can loop the loop around the buttons, and it looks great. So check out that video. It's a pretty good one. And if you have a coat that you either want to put fur on, or maybe you have a coat that you wrecked the fur like I did, you can just cut it right off, and then you put this other fur thing on it. And then when you want to wash the coat, you just take the fur off and then you wash the coat and put the fur back on. And I found out that you can use a crochet hook to put the fur back on, so that's good. Yeah, so this road right here, they are repaving this side and the other side. This is a very popular route. This is how you would get to Boston. So thank you guys for coming, and thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I have that's my most famous video on my channel. Then I also have some videos about teaching. I have a video about my student teaching journey where I just, never went back to public school after that. And then I also have some videos knitting, and I have crochet videos, and then I also have Lily and Fox. Those are some videos that I made, and I don't have, it's stick-on nails. I don't have any on today. I wanted to make a video yesterday, but never got to it. Yeah, I have bare nails right now. Lily and Fox are stick-on nails, and you can get them for $2.99 for one sheet. One sheet could do 2 manicures, maybe a manicure and a pedicure, depending on the size of your nails. And they're very popular. There are Facebook groups about these stick-on nails and everything, and I wear them quite a bit. I just haven't had, I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood, I guess you'd say, to sit down and do the nails. I want to do my nails, but then I want to make a video, so I need to be in the mood to do both. It's not as easy as you might think. So I'm glad for the videos that I have, and I'm looking forward to making more videos like that. So we have a little bit of a traffic jam. Looks like we're probably road work. Yeah, it says road work ahead, 1,000 feet. So yeah, on my channel I have a lot about teachers and teacher stuff, and I did decide I'm going to do another channel for content that I make for my tutoring students or for my school students. And I've made a few videos about different concepts, and I have them on a different channel, so I can send those to my students as needed and just kind of build up a collection, so that when I have students, I can refer them to that if needed. So yeah, so it is a beautiful morning. The sun is out. It's supposed to be like in the 80s today. So I kind of wore a sweater right now because it's chilly, but I think it's going to warm up later, and I can, just take the sweater off. So that's what you do this time of year. You kind of dress in layers and make sure that you can, put layers on, and then you adjust throughout the day as weather changes. So here we go. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I was able to go to actually the high school that I graduated from, which is in New Hampshire, about an hour away from my house, and it's a great place. This school is called Dublin Christian Academy, and we were boarding students there, and my sister, my brother, and I all graduated from there. And I also married my husband, who graduated from there. And yeah, so we were able to go there on Saturday. There was a little cookout and an alumni reunion, and I was able to give my testimony there for that. That was really good. And it's really cool how the Lord just, brings people together. We sat at a table with a couple that I knew from a different Christian school that I had gone to, and she was a math teacher for my kids, at that school, and we had a lot of funny stories that we talked about. And she's now teaching at that school, so I was able to connect with her. I was able to look at her classroom and, catch up with her a little bit, and her husband. And then at the same table was another couple who she teaches at the school as well, and she was telling me that she moved to the area and she was looking for a place for her kids to go to school, and she ended up looking at this school, and then she applied to be a teacher at the school. And it turned out that she was from Maine, and it turned out that years before, I believe it was her pastor went to the same school, and she didn't even know it. So I don't know how that could happen, but that was an amazing thing. So how the connections, people, in Christian circles, sometimes we just make connections, and it's just totally the Lord just bringing us together. So that was a really great time. It's a school that I actually boarded at. I lived there with my friends, and I tell my students now, I say it's like we were all brothers and sisters, because we lived in the dorm at the same time, and we got to know each other really well. We did have our spits and spats, but we learned to work them out. So thank you for coming to the video. I really appreciate it. And if you could give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that too. And I'm here. I'm going to school this morning, headed to my school for the day. And tonight we have a meeting in town. So I'm going to be going to school, coming home, getting ready for that meeting. Town meeting tonight. It should be exciting. Lots of drama happening in New Hampshire. So yeah, I work outside of my town at a private school. I mean, I don't really like driving. I don't really like taking 40 minutes to drive. I don't like spending the money on gas. But this is a Christian school where we can talk about the Lord, read our Bible, challenge each other spiritually. So it's the environment is better, and it's more in line with what I have for goals for my children. So we're headed to school. So thank you so much for coming to this video, and I'm actually going to sign off now because I am just going to take some time to myself until I get to school. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up.